everybody, I thought I would do a little catch-up video. I was just looking at my YouTube channel there, and I had made all my my videos private. I think they're still private because I was going to completely disable or delete my YouTube account. I was trying to basically get away from social media of all descriptions. So anyway, back on again, and I was looking, and the last video I uploaded was 8 months ago. So that would have been in and around, I think, January-ish time. Certainly before all the COVID stuff all started. And it's been a really manic, weird, horrible, tragic 8 months for me, but I'm out the other side hopefully now, which is probably why I'm starting these little videos again. As you can see behind me, I am not in my usual place. I have finally moved house. I'm going to do a whole series hopefully on me renovating this house. It is full of damp, rising damp, as well as, I mean, I'm looking down here, just there's a little wall beside me here. I'm looking down the bottom of it, there's damp on it, there's damp all down the front of the house. There's damp coming up about a foot off the ground, probably all around the place. Upstairs I can't live. I actually live, this is my living room down here. I'm sort of in a dining room area, sort of stroke office at the moment. You can hear my dog eating in the background. The kitchen is that way, so it's a big sort of through lounge out into like a wee tiny garden. And I'm basically living on this floor at the moment. Bathroom is upstairs, but and that's about the only livable room upstairs. Everything else is just needs pared back right to the four walls. Anyway, so I've moved house, and just trying to put a few things up of my favourite photographs. That is my son when he was about 2 or 3 years old, and me and my ex got a professional photograph, went to the studio to get a professional photographs done, and it's just my favourite one. And then this one here, literally just above my shoulder, is my father and my son, and it's my, don't get a wee bit upset here, it's one of my favourite photographs. I literally just took it on an iPhone or a Samsung phone or whatever, turned it into black and white and sent it off to get it framed. So yes, it's been a whirlwind. So we had I'm trying to sort of, I don't know how to do it chronologically or what, but I mean, I'm in this house, I'm just in this house a week. Yesterday I spent in the wee back garden, which I'll do a little tour on. And it was, there's literally a wall, it's like a little walled garden, and there's a wall that had like an ivy tree just covering it. And I started to cut down that tree yesterday, and I found a little roofed alcove sort of thing. The previous owner had like little bricks taken out of the wall, and she was like put little things in, and I smashed 2 ornaments because I didn't even realize they were still in the wall, kind of thing. One of which was a bit of a frog, but there was a lovely glass, beautiful glass shell, that fell down and smashed. I didn't even know it was there. It was all covered in ivy. Hadn't even a clue it was there. So I'm slowly sort of making my way around that. So anyway, let's go back. So obviously all my weight loss crap has gone to pot, as you can see by the triple chins and everything. In fact, in the last 8 months, I probably put on another 20 pounds or something like that, at least, if not more. And I mean, on top of the already bigger, you know, the full weight. Oh, she's going to start playing her wee ball. Apologies. She likes to be the centre of attention. Go and take that outside, Rosie. Take it outside. Go on, outside. Nightmare. Anyway, so the weight, that's another thing, and that's hopefully where we'll get started. So we see every time I talk, if I'm talking like on a business call or whatever, she will start talking to me, as if barging me for how dare I be speaking to someone else and not speaking to her. So everything was going fine with the job until 2 weeks into the lockdown, and I was made redundant, which is a flipping nightmare, 2 days into the lockdown. And at that point, my mum hadn't been well. She had sort of flu symptoms and stuff. And my dad was okay, but he was starting to get a bit of a flu. Anyway, that Saturday, he went into hospital with pneumonia. And by the following Wednesday, which was their 52nd wedding anniversary, my dad had died in hospital. My mum wasn't allowed to see him because of the lockdown, all the lockdown stuff, and because she had been in contact with him previously, and so obviously was at risk of having already had the COVID. I was allowed to see him. I got to see my daddy about 4 hours, for about 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours that day before he died that night. And he was mostly sleeping but I got to talk to him. I got to FaceTime my mum with my dad, which was horrible because, oh, I don't want to get upset. Anyway, it was horrible. They shouldn't have had to have their last words through a friggin' phone, you know, a stupid thing. Anyway, I ended up doing a TV interview and a radio interview and stuff on it in August, talking about that, you know. Anyway, my dad was cremated, but cremated alone, no funeral, no nothing, no service, nobody allowed to be, not even, barely the funeral directors were allowed to take the body to the crematorium. And only there in June. So Dad died the 1st of April, as I say, my parents' wedding anniversary. And in June, they allowed us, the 3 of us, me, my mum and my son, to take his ashes. We got his ashes back and take his ashes to Roselawns crematorium. My sister, who had died about 30 years ago, yeah, 30 years ago. My goodness, she died 30 years ago. She has a tree there. And so they had dug a little hole just beside the tree. And so we were able to put his ashes into the roots of the tree. And that's him, you know. My dad and my sister are there now. They're both Sams, Samantha and Samuel. So that's the 2 Sams tree now. And we're getting a little plaque and stuff made. So that was horrific. I got another job very quickly. Nice little company. Had to take a massive pay cut and stuff to do it. But needs must when the devil rides, as they say. So the wait has been the last thing. And then I kind of went into a bit of a I wouldn't to call it depression. I'm not a depressive person, but I got into a rut where I wasn't taking the dog for a walk or anything. I basically kind of became a hermit again in the house, knowing I was sort of selling it and whatever, and I just, you know, was just spending my time, like, you know, packing a box away a day kind of thing, and just, but I wasn't going out unless I had to go out and get groceries or stuff. I wasn't taking the dog for a walk or whatever. Just really becoming very secluded in the house. I'm putting on the weight. So anyway, that has been my last 8 months away from YouTube and away from my wee Saturday chats with Nat. And it's a Monday now, so it's not even a Saturday chat, it's a Monday chat with Nat. I'm trying to get I think I'm getting my hair cut today. It's a portable hairdresser. My hair is like really, like, let's see, of course it's not washed because I'm going to be washing it before she comes kind of thing, so forgive the greasy hair, but it's so much longer than what you guys would have seen it on my last videos. So I think my hair was probably about here-ish on my last video. So it's grown quite considerably in the lockdown months. And this will be the first sort of cut. I mean, I tried to cut it myself. I mean, look, I mean this here, but this bit here is me when my fringe was sort of up here. This is me sort of cutting it myself to try and, you know, because it was sort of in my eyes and stuff. Anyway, so yes, so this is all getting whacked today. Professional cut for the first time in, I would say, about 11 months. Gosh, I've got hair everywhere, my goodness. So I'm looking forward to that. So apologies for the greasy lump that you saw there, but I just wanted to show you the sort of length it is. So what else has been happening? Well, I've moved the house, that's the big thing. And it's lovely because I wasn't able to see my son during most of the COVID because of the strict lockdown. And because his grandmother, who he lives with his daddy, when he's not with me, she has respiratory issues, so we couldn't sort of cross-pollinate and cross-contaminate and whatever. Although I've never had COVID, I didn't have it at all. And actually, I'm in a national testing survey thing where I was getting tested weekly there for the last 6 weeks, and now it goes to sort of monthly. And that has, I've never had COVID. So even though, you know, my dad had it, I didn't get it. And yeah, so when he died with pneumonia, it was actually, he tested positive for COVID. So always with my cup of coffee. And it's freezing. I honestly, I spend more time drinking cold coffee than I do actually drinking lovely, nice, hot coffee. So yes, I'm back a wee bit. I don't know whether I'm back, but I just thought I'd do a wee update. There's going to be a lot of work done in the house and the garden and everything that I want to kind of show you. Some of it have started, so, you know, you're not seeing it in all its overgrowthness. Some of it, and will you take that outside, puppy, or I will take it off you. Take it outside, or give me that. Give me it. Oh, she won't let me get. Come on, give me your ball. Give me your ball. I'll throw it. I'll throw it. Give me it. Good girl. Good girl. Oh. Worst thing I ever bought was the squeaky balls. Oh, tried to get it outside and it hit the door and came back in again. Anyway, right, shh, I'm on the video. Take it outside. Good girl. Good girl. That's enough. I'm going to take it off you while I'm doing this video, you know. And you know me, I never do editing of this, so you've got all this rubbish in the too. So, I'm trying to have a wee bit of a new start, a new spell. I've had a week off work, chance to recharge the batteries, chance to move into this home, well, one floor of it. But I'm feeling more positive, and I'm feeling as though this is a new start for me. So maybe you'll see a few more videos from me now, and one of which has got to be the weight. One is going to be a series on probably the house and how I kind of get it sorted out. And we'll just see how things go. You know, I'm nearly 50. I know, I only look 35. I'm actually thinking, now, tell me if I'm mad or not, but I'm actually thinking of dyeing my hair back to sort of like a blondie, honey blonde sort of color. What do you think? I think I need to just do a new start. I mean, look, if I ever want to go back to the grey, I'll just shave it off for charity again, like I did before. So it's not like I'm afraid of, you know, going all off for a while. That's definitely not a problem for me. So, but I think I might just try. I know it'll be more expensive to sort of colour. The other thing is my face has been awful with like spots and lumps and bumps and stuff. I've got a horrible rash here right under my eye, and this eye here is all swollen. I never have puffy eyes, but this is all swollen here, and this is a really bad rash. All around my hairline has been like acne. My chin has been like horrible acne. I mean like horrible spots. My neck and everything. So I think it's been all the stress and the pressure and just the whole horrible thing. My diet being really bad, full of sugar and everything. And it's all just sort of come out in my face. I'm hoping, you know, as this video series goes on, my face will clear up again as well. And, you know, the redness will start to fade as well. I've been exceedingly red. I actually went through a period there where it felt like I had a chemical burn on my skin. It started here and it literally then started spreading right up, and my face for about 3 days was like burning, like as if you had put, like it was stinging, as if it was, you know, you put something on and had a really bad reaction. It was awful. And then it went really super dry because obviously my skin had burnt for whatever it was. I don't know whether it was an allergy or something. It was just something completely reacted on my face, and it's never quite recovered. You can sort of see down there and down there where the redness sort of is really apparent on my face. But yeah, it's just horrible at the moment. So I need a complete reset of my diet, my exercise. Since I've moved to this house, actually I had her in kennels for about a week just to sort of move in and get things done, to sort of have it doggy proofed as well. I've got a little gate between the dining room and the kitchen in there, just so that she can't come in because she sheds awfully, and I'm just trying to keep some semblance of normality. But she's right beside me, like my little office area, so she's not alone, and we can talk and pet her and everything, you know, through the week and stuff. But so yeah, it's just I'm just trying to think of, you know, maybe do a complete reset here. The weight, the exercise. She and I went out this morning about 7 o'clock for a walk. I'll take her out later on as well. Starting back to work sort of semi-part-time today, just for this week. I still haven't got my full internet in, so I've only got an intermittent sort of internet connection, but I'm just sort of trying to use today to catch up on emails and stuff, and then slowly, gradually get fully back into dealing with the clients and stuff again. And yeah, like I say, bit of a reset, new fresh home, new fresh start, fresh home. It's an absolute nightmare, but I knew it was damp when I bought it. You know, so I've gone in sort of eyes wide open, as it were. Now, when I've been in here, or since I sale agreed in this back in the beginning of March. So I was preparing to move house, and, you know, going through the motions because I'd sold my house, you know, it was in that sort of sale agreed as well, when I lost my job and my father within a week. So it was just horrific. I mean, the stress I've been under for the last 6 months, you know, I don't know how I've coped, but like I say, I think I've turned a corner now. One less thing to get stressed about is the fact that I'm now in the house. I can live in it. I can live downstairs. Yes, there's damp places all over it, but you know, I know that it's rising damp. I know I have to do damp proof coursing down here. That's fine. I've got a new kitchen to put in. That's fine. It's perfectly, I mean, there's a cooker in there, which I wouldn't touch, which I put a big chopping board on. So it's literally just, the cooker is now just surface space, you know, that I can use for prep. Got a lovely big Belfast sink. I'll do a proper tour and everything. But there's all that needs a new kitchen. The living room needs damp proof coursing, and in the far corner, it'll need like replastering that whole wall. The windows are fine. Radiators are going to get replaced for newer models. And I'm going to change the position of them to, you can see the radiator is there against a wall where I would normally have a sofa, because my fireplace is on the opposite wall. So I need to move that radiator to under the bay window. I've got a bay window. So I'm going to move all that. And my room has plaster coming off the walls. Well, apart from the fact that I've started to take the plaster off the walls, that whole wall is so damp that the plaster isn't even hooking onto the cement below it. Awful stuff. But like I say, you know, I went in with eyes wide open. Anyway, those 20 minutes. I'm back, hopefully, to do these now. I've got my little sort of office, so I've got my light, I've got my camera set up here, so hopefully we can continue my little Saturday chats with you guys. There'll be a brand new budget that'll have to be done because I'm on a much lower wage. I am on you know, a brand new house costs and stuff as well. So it's a real restart for me, and let's see how we go. So anyway, if you like listening to me rambling on, please like, subscribe, hit the notification to know when I send up a new video, which will be, you know, probably 6 months away or something like that, given my track record recently. But anyway, you know, let's see how we go, and let's see what the next 3 months bring. So we've got Halloween, so I'll hopefully put up a couple of little decorations for Halloween. I like to have a bit of an orange display with pumpkins and stuff, so I'll show you that. And then we've got Christmas, and I threw out my Christmas tree, so I'll be buying a new Christmas tree. And this will be my first Christmas in here. I've got no dining room table at all. And I really want to have my Christmas here with my mum and my son. So I'm either going to have to use this office desk, which is a crappy IKEA thing, or I'm going to have to invest in a dining room table. But I don't really want to invest in a dining room table until I know what my dining room is going to sort of look like. So that's a bit of a quandary over the next few months to resolve. But no doubt we'll work it out. And I've got no oven. So I'm going to have to try and cook a turkey breast. We always get the Crown in a convection microwave oven and see if that, either that or Mum will cook it and she'll just bring it up with her or something. Maybe do that. Anyway, I've rambled on, but this was a bit of a longer one just to sort of bring you up to date on who, what, why, when, where. And maybe I'll do another one later this week. All my planning stuff has gone out the window as well. I haven't even looked at my planner stuff since probably February, March. So, I mean, that's just been a complete waste of money with my Erin Condren's, my Cultivate What Matters. All those just went out the window. But maybe I'll reuse them in some shape or form next year. Anyway, take care, folks. If you like this, let me know. Make a comment, say hi, say what you want me to talk about or whatever. Just let me know you guys are out there, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.